Hello, how are you? This is week 6 of Art Appreciation Online, Summer 2019. I'm Brian Hitzelberger. I'm actually recording this video from a different location. I'm doing some traveling this summer. It's a nice thing about an online class is that you can take it with you wherever you go. So anyway, this week, first I want to announce one thing. Our schedule is a little bit different this week because of the holiday. The Thursday this week is, of course, July 4th. So rather than have our discussion video due on July 4th, I'm just shifting everything one day. So our video this week is going to be due Friday, July 5th, and Sunday, the responses will be due Sunday, July 7th. So our video is due on the 5th, Friday, and Sunday our 2 responses to our classmates' videos will be due. Okay? The other thing I wanted to make sure to announce is that your 3rd paper is due this week. I'm just going to go ahead and take a look on that deadline just to double check. Yes, week 6, your 3rd written critique paper is going to be due Saturday, July 6th, 5 p.m. So make sure and get that in on time. Okay, so the discussion topic for the week, this is kind of our Around the World week this week, where we looked at traditional arts of Asia. We also looked at the Islamic world and the arts of Africa, Oceania, and the Americas. These are the chapters that we looked at this week. These are also the PowerPoints. They're all separated into their own chapters. Essentially, this unit is our non-Western cultures unit. It's inherently reductive, right? I mean, we're talking about more than half the world here. And 3 chapters out of all of our textbook are dedicated to this. But, you know, the textbook, we do what we can. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to be exhaustive. A full class could be dedicated to the arts of any one of these cultures. But we sort of kind of briefly skim over, look at some major works from history, and works of architecture, functional works, and also works of cultural expression, etc., of each of these locations. And so one of the interesting things that happens is that in examining the artworks from these other cultures, which are foreign to our own, we start to actually notice similarities. And you know, this is why I really enjoy this unit of the class, because I actually think that the opportunity to find unexpected similarities between ourselves and somebody else, our culture and another culture, the visual arts are really a good opportunity to do that. And so for this week, I would like you to kind of go back through the readings, go back through the PowerPoints, and look for a work of art that initially felt foreign, but once you learned more about it, or read more about it, or thought more about it, you realized there was some familiarity, either to your own culture or to your own life. Could be an work of architecture, could be a piece of jewelry, it could be a functional work. But I'd like you to consider these concepts of foreignness and familiarity with regards to the visual work that we looked at this week from these other cultures. This is like a pretty critical discussion. I actually think that, you know, this is one of the big reasons why this class is considered part of a general education in a liberal arts university. Is because you do learn about other cultures, and the reason we learn about other cultures is to sort of find linkages between ourselves and them. So I would encourage you all not to go with the most obvious answer, okay? Spend some time thinking about this, and don't necessarily reach for the most obvious answer. Like, I have a house, these people have a house. Here's how our houses are similar, here's how they're different, etc. You know, really kind of dig into this and do some digging. Refer to the works in the text and in the PowerPoints as a guide, and then make a video explaining kind of like, you know, what is it about them that is similar. There will, of course, be differences because these are people existing in a different part of the world, in a different part of history, and coming from a different background than ourselves. And yet, there will be unexpected similarities. I'm interested in both. I really look forward to seeing your videos. Again, this is the only week where we're shifting the deadlines. They'll be due on Friday and Sunday as opposed to Thursday and Saturday. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week.